What's going on? Have you ever wondered about keeping isopods? Because I sure have. Uh, I've had them in tanks, in my dart frog tanks, but I've never actually kept them, and tried like raising them, and seeing what would happen. So right around Black Friday, it was either Black Friday or Cyber Monday, Glassbox Tropicals had an awesome deal. I think it was buy one get one free. So I picked up a couple packs. I got like 4 different kinds, and I never kept them before. Is like I said, outside of like tanks, like just keeping them on their own. And I didn't know if it was hard or easy. I did a lot of research, and it was there's varying advice if you really look it up. To be honest, a lot of people have a different take, couple different takes. But I put it all together, and like I said, right around November, Black Friday, I got them, and I'll show you when I got them and how they're doing now, and if they lived, or if they died, if they're reproducing, if it was a big mistake, or maybe I was just didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, check it out, watch the video and see, and let me know what you think.
Okay, so here's the substrate. I'm using a Zilla Jungle Mix Ferrin Sphagnum Moss, just basic, and leaves. And as you can see, I did have chicken in that bag and I repurposed it. I don't like wasting things. And speaking of not wasting things, as you can see, I taped up the holes on these bins. I used to keep snakes in there, and why throw them away? You can always use them for something else. And I just wet it down, got it a little damp. Not wet, but just damp enough. I ordered 4 kinds of isopods, and these are the orange koi isopods. Like the name implies, they're orange with little blotches, just like koi fish. Kinda cool, I like these. And I added in, they came in sphagnum moss, so I just added the sphagnum moss. And I actually put a little bit of my own in there, I think, too, I don't remember. I did end up getting 2 packs of these. I thought these seemed pretty nice. And I think they're cool looking too. And these are just the standard powder orange isopods. Pretty common, but I still think they're cool. These were a lively bunch. They moved around pretty quick. These are my favorite ones of the group, the dairy cow. They're pretty bold, they're larger, and I like their pattern, and they move around quite a bit so you can see them. I also got 2 packs of these, and I'm glad I did. And last, but of course not least, the dwarf white isopods. These are tiny and they don't really move, so they're kinda hard to see. And you can see that one right there in the middle. It's so tiny. And to be honest, I think I got 2 of each one of these. Yeah, I think I did. And again, it's hard to see, but it looks like there are 2 right there. Let's start off with the dairy cows, since they're my favorite. And I'll say this, these guys are thriving. I threw in some springtails in that corner in the top left. I kept that a little extra damp for the springtails, but I also threw in some old dead houseplant leaves and some old pieces of wood. And as you can see, I threw in some snake shed skin in there too. They ate that, and I also threw in a dead fish, which they also ate too. These guys ate that up. And I tried using fish food to feed them, but they didn't touch it really. Basically, they just eat the leaves and the dead wood, and whatever other dead stuff I throw in there, like the fish or the snake skin. And if you look close in the middle, you can see little babies scurrying about, which is super freaking awesome. I'm happy that they're reproducing, because why not have more, right? And if I flip this crusty little piece of wood over, there's more babies, which, hey, more babies the better, right? Overall, I'd say these are super easy to keep, and I think they're the most fun of the group because, like I said, they scurry about and they're very visible. So, yeah, things are going good for these. I'm happy. And these are the regular orange powder isopods. This might be a little too damp for them. I'm not sure. I may change things up because it does look like they're having babies yet. But, I mean, they're still living and they're still eating and everything seems to be okay. Or maybe I just don't see the babies. Either way, as long as they're thriving and it seems like they are, I'm happy with it. And now for the dwarf whites. These I purposely kept a little more damp because I have kept these in my terrariums and I've noticed they do favor the damp substrate. So, and it looks like these are doing great. I see tons of babies and the adults are doing great. It looks like they're thriving in here. And there's quite a few hanging on this log, adults and babies. And these are the orange koi isopods. This one's a tad bit drier as far as the substrate goes. But in all of them, I do keep one corner very moist for the springtails. And the springtails seem to be booming in this one for some reason. I don't know why, but they are all over the place. I did notice a ton of babies in this one, and it seems like I'm doing things right. Overall, for the most part, I think I'm keeping these pretty decent. It doesn't seem like they're dying and they're all living, and most of them are having babies. I do want to keep the regular orange isopods, maybe a little not damp, but yeah, like I said, you know, I'm not perfect, and you know, this is my first time keeping isopods, but I think things are okay, and you know, I can always improve on it, and I'll be definitely taking some suggestions if you guys have any in the comments. But other than that, I really hope you enjoyed this video and my delve into keeping isopods. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you next time.